Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Joni and this is the Knitting Journey Podcast, episode 21, special edition. I'm coming to you from Gijón, Spain, small coastal city in northern Spain where my parents are living, and I am sitting in their kitchen currently. They vacated the apartment for a few moments while I'm supposed to have a job interview, but as I have a few extra minutes, I thought I would record a quick little update and episode. So I got to Spain a few days ago. Flew into Madrid, spent a few days there, and then we flew here to Gijón in Asturias, and yeah, so we're here for about a week and then fly to Barcelona, and then from there flying to London. Just me, my parents are staying here in Spain. So yes, I mentioned I packed very light, which I will try to show you guys once I get to London, but I figured I would do an update from Spain. You can kind of see a little bit through the window how pretty it is. But because of that, I did not pack a lot in terms of knitting or yarn. So I brought just one project of my 3. So because this is a knitting channel, not a travel channel, I brought the cardigan that I've been working on for the last few weeks. And as you can see, I have a sleeve, and I'm currently working on the ribbing on the body. So this cardigan is constructed interestingly. It's a normal like top-down drop shoulder, but when you do the buttonholes, you actually do essentially 2 of each buttonhole, and I'm trying really hard not to drop any stitches right now. So you do 2 of each buttonhole, if I can find them. I think it's on the other side. I'm a tiny bit messy right now. You know, I'm still a little bit jet lagged, and I'm trying to be quiet because neighbors, and because I don't actually know if my parents are coming back. So anyway, yes, you have these like double buttonholes, and when you get to the end of the ribbing, what you do is you actually end up folding it. So you have this folded button band rather than making it ribbed like that. And then you sew the buttonholes together, so it creates this nice, sturdy, thick button band on the cardigan. You do that on both sides. And so I'm quite excited to see how that turns out, because I've talked in the past about some button things I've done before where the button band ends up rather flimsy and kind of pulling, and so my boxy cardigan, which I featured in a few videos, ended up being like that when I tried to wear it. It was really pulling apart at the buttons, and so, or in between the buttons. So I'm really excited to see if this method is an improvement on that, because that is one real annoyance about hand-knitted cardigans, is that you can't quite get that sturdy button band quite as easily. Most of the typical construction methods don't really account for that. So if that makes sense. I think I'm rambling again. I am jet lagged. So yeah, so that's my one whip that I brought with me. So I actually do have an FO to share though. So when I go to London and England generally, I'm going to visit Alex, and it's his birthday on the 6th, and so I am filming this on March 29th, but I'll probably be posting it April 6th or 7th. So yes, it's his birthday, and he requested that I him, and it's in the frame. This is a cute little crochet octopus that I threw together. I bought the yarn while I was here. It's made from drops cotton merino and stuffed with the same yarn because I didn't bring any stuffing, and I just brought a little bit of scrap Lion Brand jeans yarn because I knew I was going to be making eyes and a little mouth. Mouth is just embroidered. The eyes are just like knots. And he has these cute little tentacles which are like curly, which is done by just making a long chain and then doing 2 single crochets into each of the chains, and that makes it curl around like this. I've affectionately called him Pulpo, which just means octopus in Spanish, but I'm sure the recipient can feel free to rename him whatever he wants, but for right now, his name is Pulpo, and he's very cute. So yes, I just finished this morning. It did not take very long, but he's adorable. I don't have the pattern linked. I literally was just sent a photo of it and asked to make it, so. But yeah, here he is. He's really cute. So of course, in addition to the whip I brought with me, I expected to, hey, little guy, you go over here, okay? I expected to end up needing more to work on, and so I brought some additional yarn, and this is from Cece's wool, as I often do, and this is a lace weight yarn. It is a 58% cashmere, 42% linen, and extremely fine lace weight. And it's 875 yards for the 2 ounces. And I got 2 skeins of this that I'm gonna hold together to like a light fingering weight-ish. And I think I'm gonna try to knit a very simple t-shirt design with it. Potentially a design of my own, which I never do, but I think I'm gonna try it. Anyway, it's pretty kind of lilac periwinkle color that I find really appealing, and because this is so small and lightweight for all this yardage, I figured this was a good yarn to travel with. I have both skeins, but of course I haven't even started working with it, so I don't know why I decided to bring it, especially because I went and did some yarn shopping already. In Madrid, I bought this dLana, it's a Lana Merino Española, I guess a Spanish merino wool, I believe. Yes, in this pretty, really beautiful, like dark green, olivey green color. This is like a fingering weight. I got 3 skeins of it, and to go with it, I got some Rowan Kidsilk Haze in this also like similar dark green, slightly more like of a dusty shade, and planning on holding these together and knitting the Novice Cardigan by Petite Knit, the mohair edition, which is like a sport weight gauge, which should be a good match for these potentially. We'll see. Yes, just another like simple top-down cardigan, but I went ahead and purchased the pattern, and it turns out that the needles I brought for this guy are the exact same needles I would need for that, so assuming I get gauge, but I don't seem to have too much of a problem with petite knit patterns. I usually end up using the recommended needle size anyway, so anyway, yeah, that's my knitting related news. Let me actually see if I'm supposed to have that interview. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna before I go, show you a little bit of the view around the apartment. Maybe not out the window because I don't necessarily want people to find where my parents live. That would be kind of weird. But I can show you a little bit of the apartment because it's pretty. So, let's pick up my phone, and you can see really lovely little kitchen here. Through here, really pretty. Well, I guess you can see the city. It's pretty. Just a really pretty, sunny room. So yeah, that wasn't much of a tour. I realized as I picked up my phone that most of the tour would be showing you the drying laundry, including like socks and underwear, or like my bathroom with all of my hair products, or my bed, which is currently a mess, and none of that's really like YouTube content, so maybe that was a bad idea. Anyway, I'm sorry I don't have more knitting to show you, and I'm sorry I am in such a weird mood, and I really hope that you can actually hear me speaking in this video because, well, anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will try to check in soon. Bye-bye.